Let's talk about multimags. You all probably heard about them a little less than a year ago when Puppet1 made a quick video about them for the views. There was some interest, but most people stopped pursuing them, especially after a certain prominent top player dismissed them outright. No one has really heard much about them since, but with recent interest and me finally getting a capture card and reasonable mic, I figured I would make a guide on how to do them. Who am I? I'm the guy who helped discover them, lab them extensively, and pulled them off in bracket to prove all the haters wrong.
And just Ness may not be like the
oh, that's it.
Is he dead?
That's an infinite, yes sir.
To understand multimags, you've got to understand how Ness magnet works. It comes out frame 7 and the hitbox lasts until frame 12. Normally, the input is tapped and released, causing Ness to be actionable again on frame 24, thus having 12 frames of end lag. If it's held past there, however, the end lag is only 9 frames, not 12, and if you keep holding, the hitbox will come out again on a 20 frame cycle. That is, it comes out frames 7 to 12, 27 to 32, 47 to 52, and so on. The silly part that we found is that the first hit will actually combo into the second, and since you can control precisely when you release, you don't waste any time waiting through any active frames. This gives us 8 extra frames of advantage compared to a tapped magnet. What can we do with that? We can do another quick short hop double jump cancelled held magnet. Thus the Multimag was born. So how do you actually do a Multimag? Step 1. Be in the air. Whether this is from a short hop or as you're landing, it doesn't really matter, although you'll mainly be doing this from a running short hop. Step 2. Hold forward, then immediately, a frame or two, press jump, then immediately, another frame or two, input down B. Holding forward during the jump is crucial to gain the momentum needed, and you lose momentum the longer you hold down before pressing B, so you need to make these inputs almost instant. Step 3. Hold down B until you hit them again. Optimally, you'll release it as you hit them, which is during the 8 frames of hit lag of magnet. This will give you maximum frame advantage, and it'll reduce the distance that they travel from the second magnet hit. Step 4. Short hop after releasing the magnet and immediately do it all again. After learning how to do multimags, you'll probably have a few questions. I'll try to answer them all here, but if I don't, you can always just ask me in the comments and I'll probably answer them anyway. First question would be, how do you start this? Well, a deep PK fire is the obvious answer, especially if it's double jump cancelled. That'll lead into multimags at any percent. Also, landing up air at around 0 and forward air at low percent can also lead to a multimag. Multimags also work as an out of shield option. It'll be around frame 13 and it'll work mainly on dash attacks, smash attacks, and grounded tilts. You can't multimag forever though, so what are good finishers for this? Well, depending on where they are and the percent, usually it's going to be up smash, back air, down smash if you get a turnaround properly, F tilt, or PK fire on characters that are Mega Man weight or lower. I've also compiled a list of tips to help clear some confusion you might have while labbing this. If you input magnet the exact frame after jumping, you'll shoot up like this. This has its own combo routes I'll explain later, but for multimags, you need to avoid this. With enough muscle memory of double jump cancelled magnets, you should be avoiding this pretty often anyway. The lighter or floatier a character is, the higher you need to be before starting the double jump cancel. This works out fine though, because if they're lighter, you'll have more frame advantage, so it'll still be true even though you're jumping way higher than you would versus someone like Bowser to do a multimags. Conversely, for someone like Bowser, you need to do it instantly. You can't leave the ground at all. You need to do short hop, instant double jump cancel, otherwise it won't be true. Also, if you get good enough at this, for some characters, you'll find that you go past them and then knock them the other way. To prevent this, you need to make sure your left stick is in neutral during the short hop. This is mostly prevalent on thin/lighter characters. But who does this work on? It can't work on everybody, right? Well, we have done some extensive labbing ourselves, and we've compiled a list of who it works on and who it doesn't, and honestly, it's way easier to tell you who it doesn't work on. These characters are Kirby, Jigglypuff, Peach, Ice Climbers, Zelda, Pichu, Mr. Game & Watch, Meta Knight, Squirtle, Olimar, Rosalina, Duck Hunt, Isabelle, and me Gunner. This is primarily because they're floaty and light, which means they get sent further away by magnet and then don't land quickly enough to stop that momentum. Obviously, the characters that I didn't mention, this theoretically works on, but it depends how good you are at the execution. Using special stick instead of a tilt stick or a smash stick will make your execution almost perfect consistently, so it'll work on the full array of characters that it should. Otherwise, it's going to be down to how good you get in the lab. Variations on held magnet combos. This is for those who want to go above and beyond the above and beyond. Number 1, the rising held magnet combo, aka Ness boy loops. Remember that thing I mentioned earlier where if you input magnet the frame after you jump, you'll shoot up? We can actually use that to our advantage in Ness boy loops. If you land a falling up air, that is, you get the landing hitbox that sends them up, at around 0 on the characters that Multimags generally doesn't work on, you can do the frame 1 double jump cancelled held magnet and then combo that into a falling PK fire that lets you do another frame 1 double jump cancelled held magnet. You can loop those as long as you want, obviously until you get to the end of the stage, and finish it with a back air or an F smash if they're deep. Really, it's up to you. The held magnet PK fire combo, aka Ruski loops. Yeah, that's me. Doing held magnet into PK fire and looping it works on those Mega Man weight or below that Multimags work on, and is a higher damage alternative. However, it is a lot more susceptible to SDI both during the magnet and holding out during the fire. It truly works best on Fox, Wolf, and Joker, but you can get it to work on a bunch of other characters too, especially if the opponent does not know they have to SDI the magnets. Now, there's stuff even saucier than what I've already mentioned, but I'm still working on it, so you'll have to wait till the future to see that. I want to give a shout out to Tone for pursuing held magnet combos in the way he did and opening up this entire combo route. Without him, we would have never found Multimags. I also want to give a shout out to Nessboy for being the yin to my yang in the Ness Discord lab.